How y'all doing? Sometimes I wonder when I say things, no matter how I say it, no matter how many times I say it, it's kind of disheartening and saddens me that as the world spins, as you see, that's the world. Some people don't understand what's happening right in front of them. And a lot of my life has been dedicated to helping those who couldn't help or didn't want to help or didn't know they needed help themselves. Boy, you try to do that for 20 years. When you start to question things, you start looking around and you say, you know what? As you said, it's a lot bigger than me. But even though it's a lot bigger than me, I am someone big in the equation. People coming up with acronyms again like NIL, name, image, and likeness. Guess what? There's a baby born now, another one born now again, and again. That's their name, image, and likeness. You as a parent who are now required by law at a certain time to protect that infant, that child, to develop their name, image, and likeness so they can one day repeat the same process and have value in who they are and their name, image, and likeness. And if someone's willing to give you a sticker, a helmet sticker, a fictitious star, a plastic trophy for you to spend thousands of dollars going across the country to be validated as a 10-year-old in some type of program that says you are the best third grader in the country, where the goal should be to develop that young man or woman and whatever they're doing to be successful in the end. And if the height of that child's life is being ranked as a youth AAU athlete, we have failed current and next generation miserably. Just the facts. I've been in the sports business as a player, athlete, coach, executive over 30 years now. And until what we started at pre-post game in 15 till now, it is amazing to me that people still don't recognize in real time why quote-unquote NCAA, quote-unquote society, quote-unquote Congress is in a mad dash to write legislation and laws pertaining to 15 to 20-year-old athletes. Athletes are human beings, believe it or not. We have feelings, we have thought processes, we have goals and dreams and aspirations, and the majority of them is not basically doing things that's going to put food on your family's table. That's the facts, not the process. The goal is to be able to do that for their own family and feel good about what they contributed and not be exploited or misused and mistreated or put in a scenario where they feel inadequate educationally or professionally because those around them weren't qualified or they wasn't willing to accelerate to develop their process. So when you hear terms like collectives, and I'm going to speak in plain English for anybody, you don't have to be an athlete, a business owner, an employee. If I had a bag of money in his hand right now and I wanted to give it to you, would you be okay with someone saying, I'm going to give it to them and then they give it to you? Which means just take the simple number 100. I got 100 and I got to get this money to you. But I can either give you 100 or I can give the person 50, then they will give you 50. Now, I know the answer to that question, but at the end of the day, do you understand it's the same thing as what a collective is? So if you're saying that you want someone as a brand, again, I'm the brand to give you something as the athlete. You develop your brand, you build your brand, you're doing things the right way. As a professional, you're doing things where you can kind of grow and develop. You now want to split that revenue with 70 different people in a collective, in a group license, where they don't have the same commitment or same value as you. And if something goes wrong, remember, you're getting a 50th of what was 100 before the collective got involved. People are not who they pose, P-O-S-E, or post, or supposed to be. But these are things that you don't necessarily learn in college or school or anything like that. And even the people that you're working with, you outsource your service, or you outsource your actual people that you deal with, there's so many shortcuts that's being taken that at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you only can see a handful of people that actually really accomplish some things. And I'm glad to say I'm one of those people. Regardless of the dollar amount, I can say that I had a plan, I had a thought process, I had a vision. I can say that it wasn't easy. I can say that I really was never supported in it. I can say that I did it for all the right reasons. And I can say that my mission was accomplished, that I'm more than qualified to do better than most. My name is Robert T. Green. I'm the CEO of Pre-Post Game.